This afternoon, thousands are still evacuated in Richmond 2 days after that massive fire at the recycling plant there. Officials are concerned still about the air quality due to toxic smoke. Our Karen Campbell is live in Richmond now. Karen, you were also there yesterday afternoon, so how are the conditions compared to exactly 24 hours ago?
Yeah, hey, good afternoon, Gina. You know, the smoke is starting to dissipate here, but of course, masks are still highly recommended for this area. You know, the wind has calmed down. We were here yesterday, and you could see, of course, the thick black plumes of smoke still, shooting into the air. But that's a different story today. Firefighters have been working nonstop, going on 48 hours now, trying to still put out these hot spots. Again, you're taking a look now, and much of the building has been demolished. And that's because, firefighters, they can't begin their investigation until everything is safe inside. And again, they are still trying to make sure that it is safe for them to go inside. Now, in a couple of hours, we are expecting an update from officials. We know the EPA has been testing the air quality and debris here because, again, they're concerned about potential toxins being released that, from these burned plastics inside of this warehouse, like asbestos and other chemicals. Fire officials have told us, that smoke that, went up into the air was toxic, and they encouraged everyone, again, in the area, if you're in that half-mile evacuation zone, of course, to wear a mask. Now, officials say that they have spoken with the owner of that building. They've been concerned about the building's safety, they say, for quite some time. And even Richmond Mayor Dave Snow says the owner is to blame in all of this. Take a listen.
Yes, this business owner had previously been cited by our Unsafe Building Commission and given an order to clean up the property. That order was ignored. That business owner is fully responsible for all of this. We have the unsafe building order and the recorded court documents, and everything that's ensued here, the fire, the damages, the risk that our first responders have taken, and the risk the citizens are under are the responsibility of that negligent business owner.
Now, again, it could be days before investigators even get the chance to go inside to determine specifically what caused this fire. We know, again, with this update happening in just a couple of hours, we should learn when residents here, more than 2,000 people who live in this area, can return to their homes. And of course, we will bring you updates on air and online as soon as we learn more. Gina.
All right, Karen Campbell reporting live for us in Richmond. That news conference set for 2 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see you then at 5 o'clock for the very latest. Thank you, Karen. 13 Investigates reporter Sierra Putman is going through documents about the property's past that Karen referenced. She looked into claims from Richmond city leaders who say this could have been prevented.
I went through state records and court documents to try and learn more about My Way Trading and its past. I confirmed the state and the city have taken steps over the years to clean up the property. A 2013 investigation led the state to issue a civil penalty. Those documents show investigators found hazardous materials and items that were very flammable. Most recently, the Richmond Unsafe Building Commission issued an order to repair, demolish, or vacate. That case eventually resulted in the city taking over some of the property in hopes of getting the owner to clean up. The city feared a fire and possible evacuations, which is exactly what happened this week. But we still have a lot more questions about this company. I'm now awaiting responses to requests for information that I sent to the city and the state. I've also reached out to the owner, Sierra Putman, 13 Investigates.
Well, you may have noticed that Karen was wearing a mask when she was in Richmond this morning, and this is the air quality that we have. We have an air quality alert, mainly because we have a stagnant air overhead, but of course we know those air particulates, especially in Wayne County, can be very dangerous.